Hello everybody and welcome to another toy review. In today's video, thanks to the team at Robot Kingdom, we're taking a look at the Machine Robo Revenge of Kronos Buggy Robo by Action Toys. This is of course a licensed product. I had the original back in the day, albeit I had the Tonka GoBots version, which was BUGGYMAN. Now I always thought BUGGYMAN as a kid, I always thought that he was a guardian, but he's not, of course. He is a renegade, but I used to have him next to my beachcomber that I had as a kid as well. And they used to be brothers from another mother. And they used to just team up and fight off the Decepticons. So this came up on Robot Kingdom, and I thought nostalgia feels very much so. There we go. There you have him in his beach buggy mode. Let's crack him open. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. I've just put his little butt plug in there. I'll show you why we put that in shortly. But this guy looks fantastic. He is a beautiful piece. I just need to tweak the colour, I think, in post slightly, because the white balance is spot on, but it's coming up as he's looking a little bit more blue than he is. He's actually a little bit more teal in real life, but I'll see if I can tweak that. But he's a gorgeous looking figure, really nice re-envisioned version of Buggy Robo. Thankfully he's also exactly the same sort of size as my ex-Transbots Beachcomber as well, so these two can kind of retain their bromance that they had going on when I was a kid, albeit one now fights for good and one fights for evil. Now we get this display stand section here, which is built up of these two base plates, and we get this section that plugs in, and we get this stand that comes in as well, and that's what that little butt plug piece is for. Just pop that on, and then you can have him in kind of dynamic poses as well. Can't say I'm going to use the base, I just don't have space really to display them with the bases on, but he will be displayed. I'm actually going to put him in with my G2 and Diaclone figures, and he's going to be displayed alongside my G2 Masterpiece Beachcomber. So he's got his rocket launcher going on there. Sculpt on him, he's absolutely sensational. There's nothing about that sculpt I don't like. He looks a little bit like Daft Punk. It's got his rocket launcher on the side here. Obviously that is optional, you don't have to have that attached. He can just strut his stuff without it. Really do remind me of the original little piece. Nice clean back piece there, lots of die cast in these legs. Just an all-round really gorgeous looking piece. Really does hit all of those nostalgia buttons. And here we have him alongside his groovy brethren as well. See, these two do look absolutely awesome together, don't they? I mean, there's not many of the, I'm going to call them GoBots, because that's what they were to me. Not many of the GoBots I'm actually after. I'm hoping that they do a dumper. I had him as a kid, and I also had Dart. So I'm hoping that we get similar sort of figures of those. And I think I had Mr. Moto as well. He was like a trike, I think that's his name, or Moto something or other. I'm sure it was Mr. Moto, but he was a kind of a yellow trike thing. I had him as well, so I'm hoping they do those, because these are going to look sensational alongside my kind of G2. I say G2, it is kind of a G2 Diaclone. It's a mixed continuity. It's kind of before and after for the G1 figures. And of course everybody knows that GoBots had the better backstory anyway, didn't they? Oh, that's a whole other can of worms. It's like Frumble all over again, isn't it? But there we go. We've got movement on the head. It can go up and down, left and right. It really does look like Daft Punk, doesn't it? Arms can come up and around, out. Really nice range there. We've got an upper bicep rotation. We've got a bend at the elbow. We've got a swivel here on the wrist. We've got waist rotation. No abdominal crunch. Legs this far forwards. Legs this far back, out to the side, rotation, ratcheted knees, like so, and then coming down to the feet. I've popped this out. The feet are pivoted like so, and they're also on a ball mount there, so they can slide inwards and outwards. Now the transformation for Buggy Robo is a little bit different to his 3-step that he had back in the day. What was it? It was fold the legs up until they reach his back and then tuck his arms in. That was basically what we got with the original. Right, for BUGGYMAN we need to rotate his head. Come on, turn around for me. There we go. Need to unplug his chest like this, and his chest is on a rocking hinge. That's going to come up and just whoop, tab in at the top piece there. You want to bend these arms up and rotate those fists in like so, and the arms are going to compress, and that's going to compress up to the side, and then rotate this around, and that's just going to slide into that void. So again, rotate that around, slide that into that void, and there is small tabs just either side here that allow these to push and locate. Give his waist a little spin around, and then we're going to rotate the thighs on both legs as well. These pieces here are going to come up. This piece is going to flip up to the side, and there's a retaining tab just on here that will tab in, he says, once the waist is fully compacted. Do the same on this side. So lift this piece up, bring this around, bring this back slightly so that these will line up. Oh, is that a stress mark there? Okay, something definitely to be wary of. It's only a very slight one, but looks to be one on either side there. Okay, just bear that in mind, people. Bear that in mind. That's happening as we go. This is going to come up. These rock backwards. Again, that's going to come up. This is going to rock backwards. This is going to come down. This is going to come down. These are going to tab in. Tab the back of the vehicle in. Lift this windscreen panel up so it's nice and clear. Just make sure you apply pressure around the hinge. These should just tab in on that waist panel. There's a little tiny tab just to help locate them, like so. This is all in, this is all in, that's all in. At the back, oh, that is a really nice beach buggy. We can then slide this back together. This flips around, and I guess this is kind of a boom box for the beach. Sits on the back there like so. And there we have it. There we have him in his beach buggy mode, and that is not half bad, is it? Nice clean transformation, nothing overly complex. We have a little steering wheel and some detailing down there. These are the backs of the seats and the roll cage. There we go. And I don't have many MP vehicles to hand upstairs, but I do have the MP10 Prime, and of course I do have DX9's drag strip to give you an idea. I don't think that's a bad scale, actually. That's pretty masterpiece-ish, I think. Really, really impressed with this piece. They still hold the value. You're not going to pick these up overly cheap, but get them while you can. Highly recommended pieces. Some amazing bits out there. I really do need to kind of catch up with my machine robo game. Oh, maybe it was Tri-Track I had. Oh, it's going to bug me now, isn't it? Oh, but either way, this is an exceptionally well done piece. Outstanding quality, pretty much what you would expect from Action Toys. They never fail to impress. They always do an amazing job. Hope you found this video useful. If you have, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, share, and of course subscribe. Like I say, if the colour on this guy is slightly out, I do apologise. For some reason my camera's just not picking up that bluish teal as well as it should be, so I am having to kind of rectify this and colour grade it afterwards. But if it's still slightly off, then I do apologise. I will include a link in the description below where this can be purchased along with some of the other Machine Robo figures. And until next time, from myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.